Hello, LifePoint kids. Again, we're doing another Sunday school lesson from home. Hope you enjoy this one and want to hear when we get back together who you sent thank you notes to from our last lesson. So today, I'm going to talk to you about a commercial that I saw, and it's involves something that I enjoy, and that's Hershey's chocolate. I don't know if you've seen the commercial of the two little girls sitting together, and you can hear the voice of the dad say, "Take a piece of chocolate if you share." And the little girl picks up the piece of chocolate and gives it to her sister. Sharing is important. And when you share, in the Bible story today, we'll hear about how the early church was generous and shared everything they had with each other. One couple was not too generous, though. Let's listen to the story. And forgive me with names on this. Ananias and Sapphira is the name of the story. The Holy Spirit gave Jesus' disciples powers to tell others that Jesus is alive. More and more people trusted in Jesus. The believers met together in Jerusalem, and they shared everything they had. No one said, "This is mine." Everything they had belonged to all of them. No one was needy because the other believers would sell what they had to make sure everyone had enough. Ananias and his wife Sapphira sold some land and pretended to give all the money to the disciples, but they actually kept some of the money for themselves. When Ananias gave the money to the disciples, Peter asked him, "Why are you lying about what you gave? You are lying to God." Later, Sapphira came to the disciples. She did not know what had happened to her husband. Peter asked her, "Is this all the money you got for the land?" Sapphira said, "Yes, that is all of it." Peter told Sapphira he knew she was lying to God. Then Sapphira fell too, and everyone in the church was afraid because of what had happened to Ananias and Sapphira. They actually ended up dying. Ananias and Sapphira pretended to be generous, but they wanted to keep money for themselves. The Holy Spirit changes us so we want to share with others. Jesus gave up everything he had to share his riches with us, and he gave us life with God forever. So today, instead of doing a craft, we're actually going to do a little experiment. And one of the things that we're going to do is, if with the help of your parents, if you can go get as many pennies as you can find in the house. And then you're going to take half of the pennies and put them in a solution of either lemon juice and salt, or orange juice or lime juice and salt, and let the penny sit there for a little bit. And then after 2 or 3 minutes, you can rub the penny around in the salt. And what will happen is you'll have a penny that starts out that looks really dirty and dull. And then after you clean the penny, it ends up looking shiny and pretty. And then what I'm going to ask you to do is take all of your loose change and gather it together. And when we come to church next Sunday, bring that change and put it in the offering plate. And therefore, you will be sharing what you have with the church and also with God. Have a good day today, and stay warm and safe, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll see you next Sunday.